It's no secret, Meshuggah's guitarist Fredrik Thordendal is a beast. But did you know, back in the 90s, just as Meshuggah was rising, a disaster would almost cost him his career. While working as a carpenter, a freak accident would cause Fredrik to lose the tip of his finger, cut off right at the joint. But he didn't let that stop him. With sheer determination and lots of frustration, Fredrik fought back, getting his finger sewn back on and diving back into guitar playing. It was tough for him. He had to adapt his playing style to accommodate the injury that left his middle and index fingers now the same length. Over time, he regained his mastery of the guitar, paving the way for his career to flourish even further. Fredrik's resilience solidified his pivotal role in Meshuggah's metal dominance and proves that true talent knows no bounds. Today, you know them as Wage War, but did you know when the group of metalcore loving teens first started, they went by Empires? But turns out there was already a band with that name in Chicago. So they tried Unspoken Rule, but that was taken too. After some serious brainstorming and research, they settled on War Within. They made some merch with 2 big W's on it, played their first gig, and got a little bit of attention when, bam! A cease and desist from yet another band with the same name. Talk about bad luck. After some serious brainstorming to keep their merch with the W's on it, it was the mother of guitarist Cody who came to the rescue, suggesting Wage War. And the rest is history. Okay, maybe you already knew that Vulgar Display of Power is Pantera's Game Changer album. It showcased their unmatched musicianship and catapulted them to metal fame. But did you know there's a widely debated tale behind the iconic album cover? Rumor has the cover shot involved hiring a random long-haired guy off the street, paying him $10 per punch to the face, tallying up to somewhere around 30 to 32 hits. Sounds brutal, right? Well, plot twist. Photographer and pastor Brad Geis reveals the truth. No punches were ever thrown. The long-haired model was instead pushed in the face, really hard. To capture that intense moment, Brad used a strobe light and slow shutter speed for a dramatic blur effect. Originally, it was printed in vibrant color, but upon release, the album cover went black and white with a gradient effect, catching the photographer by surprise. But no matter the tale, that cover sure did its job grabbing attention and helped to put Pantera on the map.
Did you know Michael Keene, the face behind the FACELESS, comes from musical parents? His mother is a talented singer, and his father is a proficient guitarist and engineer. Both helped to shape Michael's artistic path. He was gifted his first guitar at 5 years old and introduced to jazz and country. As a teenager, he was introduced to metal by his brother and cousin. When Michael combined the liberating sounds of metal together with jazz fusion, the FACELESS was born. His innate grasp of musical structure shined in the band's debut album Akeldama in 2006. But Michael's experimental vision for the FACELESS would truly take form in 2009 with the release of Planetary Duality. The album showcased his talent as an instrumentalist, writer, producer, and vocalist. Despite his personal hurdles in recent years, Michael Keene's enduring legacy lives on. Here's to improved health and self-care in the days ahead, and when the time is right, the hopeful arrival of new material from the FACELESS.
Let's take it back to 2006, where a new wave of metal was emerging. Bands like As Blood Runs Black and Suicide Silence were finding their place in the scene, and amongst them was Job for a Cowboy. In an era dominated by MySpace and online forums, their music spread like wildfire, but it was their music video for Entombment of a Machine that truly ignited their success. Filmed in the middle of nowhere, this video showcased a group of young guys playing fast, aggressive music, complete with pig squeals, low growls, and that infamous scream. For many at the time, this was their first exposure to extreme music. Most hated it, but so many more could not get enough. This viral sensation marked a turning point for metal, shaping the emerging genre known as deathcore. Bands today still attribute their success to the exposure this video brought to the genre. Job for a Cowboy didn't just join the scene, they helped to revolutionize it. Sam Carter of Architects is a hell of a vocalist with a wide singing range and an arsenal of screams. He's also credited for popularizing the iconic BLEGH in modern metal. But did you know Sam's first BLEGH wasn't even for Architects? Back in his teenage days as a drummer for a hardcore band, he was asked by the vocalist to record his most guttural BLEGH before the breakdown in the song. This would become the first of many BLEGHs. Sam later incorporated this sound into Architects' music, even admitting to overusing it. After years of memes and criticism, as well as wanting to set a tone grown after the unfortunate loss of their guitarist, Sam would try to move away from the sound in later records. When the internet lashed back over the lack of BLEGH, Sam lashed back by retiring it altogether. It was not until several years later that Sam would reintroduce the BLEGH into a few songs, but in a more tongue-in-cheek sort of way. But even if Sam decides to continue to use the BLEGH or not, there's much more substance to be found in Architect's music. Plus, with the overwhelming influence this nasty sound has had, there is certainly no shortage of BLEGH out there to choose from.